Hello, everyone. My name is Megan Blair, and for our final discussion thread, I'll be talking about the morality of Civil War soldiers according to recent historians. First, I would like to point out the main topic of Dr. Wordsworth's book, While God is Marching On, which states that Protestants and their beliefs were the mainstream religion of the overwhelming majority of Civil War soldiers. The majority of Civil War soldiers were religious or grew to expand their religious knowledge during the war. Men left their homes, many for the first time in their lives, and carried their religious beliefs with them. Many of these soldiers held Bibles, held biblical tent revivals, and spoke regularly with their chaplains. While the views of the morality of the war differed amongst historians, the Civil War generation was indeed a religious group of soldiers, officers, and leaders who took the Word of God seriously and kept faith the main priority in their lives. While I know there were some men who did not believe in God or were just not religious in nature, the majority of men who served had a powerful faith in the Lord. As for historians who question the morality of the Civil War, two different authors were mentioned in Dr. Wordsworth's lecture. One author, Mr. Harry S. Stout, wrote his book in 2006 entitled Upon the Altar of the Nation, A Moral History of the Civil War, about a strange topic. According to Strout, the Civil War was an immoral war because the loss of life was disproportionate to saving the Union or freeing the slaves. His argument held no value because he did not give proper explanation of how to use this. The main point Stout makes to the reader in his overall hatred for the Civil War, and that's pretty much it. The second author I'd like to point out today is David Goldfield, who wrote the book entitled America Aflame, How the Civil War Created a Nation, which was published in 2011. His work, he argues that the horrors of war should be emphasized to a certain extreme, which that kind of comes in my opinion too. But in my opinion also, war is horrific and graphic enough. It does not need to be heightened at any level. Goldfield, who also argues that slavery could have ended without war, while many of us see, after researching and learning about Lincoln, that he gave us all in order to avoid war at all costs, and unfortunately, war was inevitable. One of the author's biggest arguments was his belief that Christianity was the reason for the Civil War. Truly because, as explained by Wordsworth, he never recognized the existence of evil. Overall, neither author's judgments were valid, and both failed to provide any sufficient evidence or research to back their claims. Thank you and have a good day.